great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the SMU Mustangs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here comes Dylan Raiola. The Cornhusker transfer came in through the portal in the offseason. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from the offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they have early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Raiola. He's going to take a shot. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Stanford's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Trying to get started. He gets a block. And there he goes. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. That's caught. It's Cooper. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Caught, and he's got room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Here's Raiola to throw. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to Caden Durham. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide left, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw one first. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's second and 5. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinal!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. But I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
First play of the period, first down here. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. On first down, it's Durham again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Mustangs have a lot of options on second and inches. Motion from the wideout. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide right, it's Phillips. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Back's got it on the screen. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Left side is Singleton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for room. It's Phillips. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Uncorks it. He's got it. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Stanford quickly to the line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Motion from the back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Stanford lines up to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to Caden Durham. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Might as well run him again. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Durham. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola. It's complete to the left. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run inside. It's Durham. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On first down, it's Durham again. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with the Mustangs head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Hey, put the brakes on it. Stanford wants to push the pace. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Brown. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Here's Raiola to throw. Right side, it's Cooper.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Turns up, it's Singleton. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Rush right in his face. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Quick give. It's Durham. There's a little room there. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Quarterback changing the play. Gets the back moving. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out wide right, it's Turner. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Driven back.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Punt is on its way. Looks it in. Makes a move. Drills him with the stiff arm. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the SMU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Running inside. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Mustangs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Throwing Raiola. Right side, it's Cooper. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Making the adjustment on the play. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Finds his big tight end. Bring him down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Again, it's Raiola. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
And the quarterback is knocked out. Get the 13. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Here's Brown to begin the drive.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
The quick game.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Touchdown, Stanford! Meadow on the end zone. He's got it.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Handoff, Caden Durham. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Raiola. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Look out! spectacular one-hand grab. Stanford wants to push the pace. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can...
Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line...
He's got it. First down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Drops back on first down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away.